Hello everyone, welcome to Kansas Future. Today, I want to talk about one of the coolest moments from the Kansas City Chiefs Christmas party this past Friday night. No surprises here. The star of the night was none other than Travis Kelce. This wasn't just a typical holiday gathering. It turned into a heartfelt celebration of Travis and everything he's been doing both on and off the field. But before we get into the details, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. Here's how it went down. During the party, owner Clark Hunt took the stage and invited Travis Kelce to join him in front of everyone. Now, we all know Kelce is one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. He's that guy you can always count on to show up and dominate the game. But what Hunt highlighted wasn't just Travis's on-field greatness, it was the incredible impact he's been making in the community. Kelce is actually a nominee for this year's Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award. For those who don't know, this award is a huge deal in the NFL. It honors players who excel not only in their sport, but also as leaders and changemakers in their communities. Every team nominates one player, and this year, Travis is Kansas City's pick. Clark Hunt had some powerful words to say about him. He started by calling Kelce one of the greatest tight ends to ever play the game, which, let's face it, is a fact. But then he added something that really stuck with me. He said what makes Travis truly stand out is how he consistently uses his platform to give back. One of the biggest ways Kelce does this is through his foundation, 87 and Running. If you haven't heard of it, this foundation is all about helping underserved youth. They focus on giving young people the tools, mentorship, and resources they need to succeed in life, whether that's in the classroom, in sports, or just navigating life's challenges. Hunt summed it up perfectly. He said, "Since Travis came to Kansas City 12 years ago, he's established himself as one of the greatest to ever wear the Chiefs jersey. But just as impressive is what he's done off the field. His 87 and Running Foundation has changed the lives of so many young people, helping them prepare for success in every part of their lives." How awesome is that? It's one thing to be a superstar athlete, but to use your influence and resources to give back? That's a whole other level of greatness. Now, let's talk about the fan reactions. As you can imagine, people were all over this. After the event, the Kelce brothers posted a video on Instagram, and the comment section was pure positivity. Fans were showering Travis with love and praise. One person wrote, "Well-deserved recognition. Congrats." Another said, "What an amazing person." Someone else chimed in with, "Keep up the good work, Travis." My personal favorite was, "Couldn't have happened to a more deserving guy. Love you." It's so cool to see the fan base not just supporting him as a player, but also recognizing the kind of person he is off the field. Will Travis Kelce win the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award? We won't know until February 6th, 2025, when the award is announced. But honestly, even if he doesn't win, he's already accomplished so much. The impact he's made on the field in Kansas City and through his foundation is already beyond incredible. All right, that's the story for today. What do you guys think? Does Travis deserve to win the award? What's your favorite thing about him, whether it's one of his legendary plays or something he's done off the field? Let me know in the comments below. Good morning, dear fans. What just came out in the headlines will leave you speechless. It's news no one expected, something that could change the course of the NFL season and, without a doubt, make the hearts of all Kansas City Chiefs fans beat faster. Stay with me until the end because the situation is more complex than it seems and involves critical decisions for the upcoming games. Let's get to the point. Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs phenom, suffered an ankle injury that has placed him on the dreaded week-to-week list. According to Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network, Mahomes was diagnosed with a mild high ankle sprain after the Chiefs' 21-7 victory against the Cleveland Browns. But that's not all. The injury forced him off the field in the fourth quarter, which is extremely rare for a quarterback known for his resilience and ability to overcome adversity. What does this mean? To understand the impact, we need to look at Mahomes' performance so far. We're talking about a player who, in just 6 NFL seasons, has achieved everything. 3-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time MVP, and the undisputed leader of the Chiefs' offense. He's the backbone of the team, the guy who turns impossible situations into touchdowns and keeps Kansas City among the title favorites year after year. During the game against the Browns, Mahomes was already showing signs of discomfort, but the situation worsened in the last quarter. According to Mahomes himself, He felt he could continue playing, but chose to leave the field, prioritizing rehabilitation for future challenges. The introduction of Carson Wentz as his replacement was a strategic decision, but it raises many questions about the depth and stability of the Chiefs' roster. "It's hard to say right now, you still have the adrenaline pumping," Mahomes said after the game. "I feel like I could have finished the game under different circumstances, but I thought the smart decision was to come out." What's next for Mahomes and the Chiefs? With the injury confirmed, Mahomes will need to undergo a rigorous rehabilitation process. The question is, how long will he be out? In a league as competitive as the NFL, losing your star player even for a few weeks can be a devastating blow. The Chiefs' offense, which has already struggled to find its explosiveness, now faces an even bigger challenge. Since Tyreek Hill's departure, the team has struggled to fill the void left by the dynamic wide receiver. In 2023, names like Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdes-Scantling were solid options but didn't deliver the same impact. For the 2024 season, Kansas City tried to bolster its roster with players like Marquise Brown and rookie Xavier Worthy. However, injuries have hit this unit hard, with Rashee Rice out for the season and Brown missing critical games. The arrival of DeAndre Hopkins breathed new life into the offense, but without Mahomes at the helm, the team loses its key piece. Let's not forget, while Travis Kelce remains one of the best tight ends in the league, the Chiefs' offensive power depends directly on Mahomes' genius. He's the maestro who orchestrates plays, finds impossible spaces, and keeps opposing defenses under constant pressure. Carson Wentz, a short-term solution? With Mahomes listed as week to week, the Chiefs face a scenario of uncertainty. Carson Wentz, though experienced, has been inconsistent throughout his career. He might keep the team competitive in the short term, but he's no substitute for Mahomes' leadership and talent. The Chiefs are already preparing for a challenging schedule, and each game without their star quarterback will be a trial by fire. However, if there's one thing the Chiefs can rely on, it's Mahomes' ability to recover quickly from injuries. He has shown time and again that he can come back stronger, even after difficult situations. A team effort. While Mahomes recovers, it's time for others to step up. Travis Kelce will need to take on even more responsibility as the leader of the offense. Isaiah Pacheco's running game will also gain more significance. Pacheco has shown consistency and explosiveness, and now is the time for him to become the pillar of the offense. The focus also shifts to the Chiefs' receivers. Players like Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, and Justin Watson need to step up and perform consistently, something they've struggled with this season. DeAndre Hopkins must justify the investment made in him, especially if Mahomes isn't orchestrating the offense. On the defensive side, this unit has been underrated, but now has the chance to prove it can carry the team. Players like Chris Jones need to keep the pressure on opponents, ensuring the Chiefs remain competitive even if the offense isn't at its best. Chiefs fans, stay united. Chiefs fans, the message is clear. This is a season of overcoming obstacles. We know Mahomes is a warrior who always comes back stronger. While he recovers, it's time to show unconditional support for the team. Whether at Arrowhead or at home, every shout of encouragement makes a difference. For those of you looking for a deeper understanding of this situation, how it impacts upcoming games, and how the Chiefs can overcome this crisis, don't miss the video linked here. I dive into the tactics Kansas City can use and the role each player needs to play moving forward. Come on, Chiefs fans! Andy Reid just provided some updates on Patrick Mahomes and his injury, and we've got a story to break down. Plus, as we gear up for a game against the Houston Texans, we'll take a deeper look at what's next for Kansas City. Make sure you hit the like button if you've been a Chiefs fan for 17 plus years. It's always amazing to see fans of all ages, including some of you who were at the Chiefs' first game. That's incredible. Where we stand, with Mahomes on Sunday in Cleveland, Mahomes exited the game in the second quarter after taking a hard hit. It was a brutal game where Kansas City fell behind by 2 touchdowns to the Browns. Early reports falsely claim Mahomes had a severe high ankle sprain, an injury that typically sidelines players for 4 to 6 weeks. Here's the good news: the situation may not be as dire as initially feared. Mahomes, who has always proven he's built differently, is showing signs of resilience. On Tuesday, Andy Reid addressed the Mahomes situation ahead of the week's practices. Reid revealed that Mahomes tried to participate in practice, but ultimately did not take part in any on-field work, while he focused on recovery. Reid emphasized a cautious approach. Pat's always honest about how he feels, and we're making sure he makes the right choices. If he can't go, Carson Wentz will take the reps, and we have full confidence in Carson. A step-by-step process. When asked if Mahomes would need to meet specific practice requirements before suiting up, Reid said it's a daily process. Mahomes will let us know, the doctors will let us know, and the coaches will stay open-minded. If he's ready to go, we'll roll with him. If not, we'll adjust. Tuesday's lighter practice schedule allowed Mahomes to test the waters without overexerting himself. Reid reiterated that Mahomes would play only if it's safe for him to do so. NFL insider Ian Rappaport also provided some context, reporting that Mahomes is dealing with a hamstring strain in addition to his ankle concerns. Hamstring strains typically sideline players for 4 to 6 weeks, but Rappaport emphasized, "This is Mahomes we're talking about." He reminded fans of a playoff game against the Jaguars a few years ago, where Mahomes had a similar injury, didn't finish the game but was back the following week. Could Mahomes play this week? According to Rappaport, there's a real chance Mahomes could suit up for this weekend's game against the Texans. However, Carson Wentz remains the likely backup. The long-term prognosis is positive, and Mahomes is expected to be fully healthy in time for the playoffs, which is the most critical takeaway as Kansas City looks to secure the AFC's top seed. Should the Chiefs play it safe, this leads us to the big question. Should Mahomes play if he's not 100%, or should the Chiefs err on the side of caution and rely on Carson Wentz for now? Former Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan weighed in on CBS Sports HQ, arguing for caution. "If it were me, I'd sit him," Ryan said. "The most important thing is keeping him healthy for the playoffs. Ankles are tricky. I know he's done it before in the playoffs and performed well, but those were playoff games. This is different. You have a 2-game lead in the AFC, and maybe you bring him back in Week 18 to regain some momentum heading into the postseason." Ryan makes a valid point. The Chiefs are in a strong position but haven't locked up the AFC's top seed just yet. The Buffalo Bills hold the head-to-head tiebreaker, so a loss could complicate matters. The bottom line, the Chiefs are balancing a delicate situation. Risking Mahomes further could jeopardize their Super Bowl aspirations, but holding him out might cost them valuable seeding. As fans, all we can do is trust in Andy Reid's process and rally behind the team, no matter who's under center. What do you think, Chiefs Kingdom? Should Mahomes play this week, or should the team prioritize his health for the long-term goal? A 3rd Super Bowl title? Let me know in the comments below. Chiefs fans, it's decision time. As we head into the critical stretch of the season, the Chiefs face a dilemma. Should Patrick Mahomes play through his injury to secure the all-important number 1 seed? Or should the team err on the side of caution and give him time to fully recover? If Mahomes plays, there's always the risk of aggravating his injury, which could have long-term consequences. But if he sits out and the Chiefs lose 1 or 2 games, their spot at the top of the AFC and the coveted first-round bye could slip away. That's all for today's update. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for daily Chiefs content. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news and insights.